with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Coach Venables told me before the game, here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Play action on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. The quick game. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Missed the connection on second, now looking at a third down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that is exactly what you want on third down defense, man. You want to drop back, and you want to make sure the ball doesn't get pushed down the field past the sticks, and then you rally up and tackle. Now, it's sometimes easier said than done, but he does a great job breaking on the football, making sure he doesn't get the first down. Really good team defense.
Punt is on its way. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. The And coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Grabs it. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stepping to the right. Crosses the 35. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Now here's Russell. The throw. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Hill. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keelan Russell. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still
makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Moving past the 25. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Still early in the game after that incompletion setting up 4th down. You arch.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moving the pocket, it's Mateer. Moves to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go, ready, go.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Nearly intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Nice move to keep running. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. They'll run it. It's Hill. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. On to attempt to try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David. Yeah, and everybody wants to go.
Snags it, and he's open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. Pick up there.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, and maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Look out! Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Out wide left, it's Sategna. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Blaylock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line.
And he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Russell. Finds his big tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
These DBs going to give a little cushion. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab, and he's still running after the move. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Hansen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
This time he's got it.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Rush right in his face. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Russell. Rushes on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He's going for a big play downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically. Like
going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Again, it's Russell. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. just about set to get this second half underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. A touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keelan Russell. Got him quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to pass, it's Russell. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Snapped it in the shotgun. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had a
touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Throwing Russell. Right on target this time. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got.
Makes the grab in their space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Again, it's Russell. Time to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Russell. Here comes the heat. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Dropping back, it's Russell. They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
Myers on the move. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell gets open down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gamble. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Fourth down, Russell. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll try to do it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarter.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Escapes the pressure going right. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. With this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down.
Makes a grab, past the marker. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. Got it. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out to the right. He throws back to the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bust swoop, intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Changing the routes with his receivers. To throw, it's Mateer. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
2nd and long here. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Way off target there.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Throws for the tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with a surge by the O-line.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Austin Mack. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Now, a lot of times, look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Austin Mack. He lets it fly. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Left side, it's Sategna. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Moves the pocket. It's Mateer. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Direct snap. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense has gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Looking for room, it's Riley. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Mack. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. They'll go play action with Mack. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells the run, looking to pass. Floats it out in space. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Throwing Mack. Under pressure. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll go play action with Mack. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
Right side, it's Sategna. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Buys time to his left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That one just came off his hand badly.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Austin Mack fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Sets his feet. It's Mateer. Out wide right. It's Sategna. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
A strike downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision.
Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DB.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Still looking to his right. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Sooners line it up with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Back's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Second down to the air. Going for 6. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.